So an effect goes right on the clip. It's something that modifies the clip rather than going between the clip with like a transition. So an effect is located under the Effects tab. So you just go to the Effects tab up top. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see we played with video transitions last time. Right above that is video effects. And once you get these two down, you could also go into audio effects and audio transitions. There's not a lot of audio transitions, some fades in there, but there's quite a few audio effects that you could play with if you want to do like a reverb or change pitch. You know, some of that kind of stuff is in there. But under video effects, when you twirl that open, you'll see there's a whole bunch of different folders. Blur and sharpen, color correction, distort. Super easy to use. If we go into distort, let's try one in here. Let's try twirl. We'll put twirl on there. Now to do them, it's just a matter of a drag and drop. I'll show you a couple ways to get them on there. I'm just going to take that effect and just drag and drop it onto the clip that I want. Now it didn't really do anything. That's because we got to make some changes to it in the properties. So under your effects controls tab over here, and we've used this same tab when we played with position and scale last time. Remember when we did that to move your image around? So it's the same thing, but if you go down farther, now there's the effect that we just put on. It's the twirl effect. And then it's going to have some properties, and it usually opens up, but if it's not opened up, you can just open that up so you can see all the properties to it. Now if I take like whenever you see the blue numbers, those are the adjustments you're going to make. Remember to click and hold on them and drag. So if I click and hold on that number and drag, you're going to start to see that it's starting to mess with the actual clip. Okay, so I can twist it. I can make the radius bigger if I want to make the radius bigger. The twirl center just moves it around wherever I want to put the center of it. And we'll get to a point down the road where you'll actually be able to, like if I wanted to make that move like it's moving here, I can actually make that move. That's a little bit deeper, so we'll do that down the road a little bit. So that's how you get them on. You can actually layer these two. So let's say I wanted to do the twirl and I wanted to add black and white on there too. So if I can't find it, if I don't know where the effect is, you can search for the effect. Okay? Put your phones away, please. If I start searching in here, if I do black, there's a whole bunch of black stuff. So if I start doing white, there's my black and white. Now I could also, instead of dragging and dropping it in, I can double click on that. And if I double click on that, that's going to do the same thing. That puts it right in my clip. Now make sure you have the right clip selected, because if I had this one over here, and if I put black and white on there, it's going to go on my selected clip. I'm going to be like, why didn't it work? Well, it's because I'm not looking at the clip that I'm editing. Once you get them in there, you can turn them on and off with the effects button. So you can see how that's going back and forth. And I can even delete them. If I don't want it anymore, I can click on it, hit my delete key, and I can just get rid of it too. So a bunch of things, a bunch of ways to get it on and get it off from there. Some other ones that are kind of fun. Let's see what we've got. Let me clear out my search. Come on. Let's see. Blur and sharpen's kind of cool. There's the Gaussian blur. The Gaussian blur is just exactly what it is, just a blur. If I put my blurriness on there, see what I did. You see what I did? Rookie move. What'd I do? Had the wrong clip selected, so it went in with my twirl. So I just blurred this one. Okay. So there's your blurriness. I can make my blurriness go up and down on that. That's how they would do like when you film in portrait and they do the backgrounds blurry. They're just doing layers. They put one on video 2 and one on video 1, and then they blur the background one. They blow it up and blur it with this. That's the only thing they do with that. So, okay, some other ones. What else is in there? That's in the blur and sharpen. Color correction's kind of cool. If you want to change a color, like if I wanted to, I can't remember which one I'd like better. Let's do this one where you can see some color. Oh, make sure it's selected. Change to color. So then I could take like my blues. Let's select a blue. So it's changing my hue. You can change. There's the hue and lightness. There's different ones you can do, but you could change the tin on that. If I do I shouldn't have done that. It's going to be on my other screen. If you wanted to do like a red tint or a white tint, you could change different colors in there. So there's a red tint to it. But it just changed the blue to the red. That's all that did. Let's see, I'll show you some. There's actually a tint one too. If you want to do tint, you could do a tint instead of doing that. So the tint would be kind of fun to put on your cut of the beat. You could have like the same picture, the same image, and cut it so it matches the beat, but it's the same image, and then put a different tint on each one. So the picture stays the same, but the color flashes. Distort, we did some. The mirror's kind of cool on Distort. Let me show you the mirror real quick. So if we did the mirror, and then you can do we can do the reflection angle. So it's actually mirroring the eyeball. You can do the center, where you want the center to go. So if we wanted to match up the iris, you could get a real kind of creepy looking eyeball. Warp stabilizer is cool if you have some footage that's a little bit shaky. You can put warp stabilizer on there, and that'll stabilize your footage. Just going to show you a couple more. The king is where they do green screen and stuff. So if we did like, let me do like color key. I'll show you real quick. So if I do color key on there, I can just tell what color I want to key out. So that means what color I'm going to take out. I'm just going to do my eyedropper tool, click on the blue. Let me get a little darker blue. And then I got to change the tolerance, and you'll see it's going to start taking the blue out of there. That's actually see-through now. So if I take my eyeball and put it over the top of another eyeball, you'll see how you can see that eyeball underneath it. That's kind of creepy. But it would work better if I had just one color and not multiple shades of blue. If it was a solid green or something like that, it would come right out, and then you could put whatever you wanted in the background. So color key or keying is super easy. Chroma key. Just play with these. Just check them out and see what you like. I'm trying to think of some others. The color ones would probably be the ones you're going to use. Transform's cool. You can crop. If you need to crop something off of an edge, you can crop. Edge feather makes it like feathered around the edges, of course. If you want to flip a clip, like if it filmed upside down or backwards, or if you want it backwards, you can flip them in whatever direction you want. Okay, so that's how you use them. Just experiment with them. That's what this is all about. Do at least 5 in there. You're welcome to do more, but at least do 5 different effects on your clips. Questions? We're good? Okay, I'll let you loose.